Oh, no, 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 no. I accidentally hit Alt one more time than I needed to. Which is why I died there. You see, I'm just naturally relapsing into just commentating. Far less interesting to watch, but is I guess as long as I don't have, as long as there is no like actual question that is kind of rife in my mind, that rife possibly not what I wanted there, but that is like large in my mind at any point in time, I guess I'll just tend to default to this, whereas I know from past videos that if there is like a question I have in my mind. Well, actually, okay. Okay, here's an important question, a very relevant question right about now. I don't know whether or not I want to take... So basically, I'm doing a bachelor's course. Well, okay, yeah, this is the easiest way of describing it. I'm doing a... So I know this... I know, like, bachelors and masters are different in different countries. So in the UK, a bachelor's is a 3-year course. Typically, a master's is a single year after that. I think in the US, it's like 3 extra years. It's not here. But yeah, so yeah, I'm currently doing a bachelor's studying effectively physics, and I have been recently in a bit of an interesting position. Well, interesting from my perspective at the very least, because my course at the moment is it feels very exam focused, and I've discussed in previous videos that I don't. So I guess that I think something that's quite important when putting yourself in an environment is what will you be what does this environment judge you on? And how well does what it judge you on align with what you either think about yourself, or not even necessarily like what you think about yourself, but what you want to think about yourself. Like, what do you want to get better at? Will it judge you on that? Or will it judge you on something else? I guess, will it attempt to shape you in a way you want to be shaped? Would be the best way of doing it, which I think, actually, I've discussed in the past. Like, linking jobs to almost, I guess, in some sense, a parasocial relationship. In the fact that, okay, like, when you are doing a job, there are like so many parallels between jobs and like just general relationships. I also, when I say relationship, I'm not referring, I know there's relationship is commonly used as a euphemism for romantic relationship. I'm not referring to it in that sense here, but I just mean relationships in general and jobs, I think, have a lot of things, because both of them are kind of, in some ways, like, this is going to sound really odd, but in some ways, both of them are just kind of societal contracts in one way or another. Like evolutionarily, they come from precisely the same roots. You do something for someone in order to get something. And okay, in the case of friendships, like, ideally, that's not how anyone thinks about a friendship, because, like, I'd say that's quite manipulative if that is how you think about a friendship. But I think evolutionarily, I think that is more or less the root of them, and it's kind of the same for jobs, and so it actually does kind of make sense. You'd have a lot of similarities between them. And so, yeah, I think it is worth drawing the analogy there between, yeah, I think just as in any relationship in your life, I think you should be careful when, like, going into a workplace with whether or not what they want you to be aligns with what you want to be. And I think that goes for not just workplaces, but any place where, like, you're going to be spending a lot of time and they will attempt to form who you are. And I think when I say it like that, it sounds incredibly obvious, but I mean, it was something that no one had ever, like, said to me, something I'd never even thought about. Like, alright, it is really obvious if you think about it, but, like, I'd never thought about, when going to university, what does the university want me to be? And I certainly hadn't looked into it too far enough to, like, actually know exactly what they were looking for. I was just like, oh yes, they are looking for someone who is good at physics. And it's like, that's really, really, really ambiguous and incredibly not clear-cut, and, like, a useless statement almost, because what it means to be good at physics is not commonly agreed. And yeah, there are so many. It's kind of like saying, a university wants me to be clever, but like, what is the standard measurement of cleverness most people will know was probably IQ tests. But like, also, like, pretty much everyone I know who I would view as intelligent is like, no, IQ tests are terrible, they suck, they're a terrible way of measuring intelligence, and you more or less can't measure intelligence like that, and like intelligence manifests itself incredibly differently for different people. IQ tests like one very particular sort of intelligence, and they claim that as being intelligence. And so, like, yeah, like it's not even possible to measure intelligence reliably. So, like, why should I expect that actually what someone else defines as being good at physics should align with what I define as being good at physics? Because, well, realistically, those two things are highly unlikely to ever align. But yeah, I hadn't thought about that before coming to university, and then I just found at university that, oh, wait a second, I'm not convinced that what you're defining as good at physics and how you want me to be good at physics is actually how I want to be good at physics. And so basically what I've been thinking about is I have the option, and it's by far the path of least resistance, to continue my current trajectory of going to this university, continuing to do their master's program in physics, like do that. Or I also have the opportunity to apply for a slightly different course, still offered by the university, but and still in physics, but where it's heavily research based. And I am not certain what I'll do. It costs more money as a course, which is stupid because I will be doing as part of that course probably a research project that I have proposed, and is the sort of thing I could get paid for if it were a PhD. Oh, speaking of, some good piece of advice I had from someone who was talking about this. It's very, very general, but it is when setting a good idea, at the very least in research, when setting yourself a project, and I'm sure I could think about it and it would probably find it generalised, is a really good idea when setting yourself a research project is not to start as general as possible and narrow the focus over the course of the project, but instead start quite broad, and as the project goes on, generalise it further, which I think is actually a really interesting piece of advice, because basically what this person was saying was that, yeah, they actually, if they had to narrow it down, they'd feel like they'd kind of failed. Whereas if you start with something incredibly general, really, you're still close enough to target me? Yeah, whereas if you start with something incredibly general, and then you start with something incredibly focused and you generalize it, it's like, oh, brilliant. I wasn't looking for something more general, but hey, I found it. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so the interesting question I've been faced with recently is, yeah, do I want to do this? Do I think? Oh, great. How is this going to work? Maybe let's re-aggregate you, but not you. There we are. I'm surprised that worked as well as it did. Okay, let's go first. Oh no, that's too fast. And now I'm going to have to just dodge because healing cherries on cooldown. Now I have to be very careful dodging, because if I'm hit once I will die. Should be good as long as I keep... Oh, okay, I did that. That was badly played by me, but it's fine. I'll smash it now. There we are. But yeah, so I'm genuinely very much on the fence about this, because my option is, yeah, do a like, next year will be partially marked on research, if I continue to do the Masters, but do I want to do that when I could do a year that would be entirely marked on research and is like what I want to be graded on? It's like, what do I see as the kind of physics I want to be good at? And well, that is research. Like, if I want to find projects such that their interests align most closely with mine, that would be what I would look for. But yeah, and so it kind of on that, to that extent, it seems really obvious. But unfortunately, the more I've discussed it with people, there are more issues. Like, regarding the fact that, like, typically you're only actually, and this was something I hadn't really thought about, you're only taught once in your career. Once in your life. Like, when I stop getting taught now, that will be the last time anyone will really sit down and teach me new physics. I should say it, specifically physics. Like, my PhD, I will be taught research skills. But, like, there will come a point where no one is teaching me any new stuff. Any new stuff I do will have to be, like, completely self-taught. And, like, alright, that is what I'm very used to self-teaching stuff, but that's gonna, wow, I'm just missing all these. But it's better missing than getting too close. I thought that was too close, honestly. Wow, okay, I am missing far more than I normally do. Is it just that I'm slightly scared because last time he smashed me? Probably is that. Well, okay, no, I should definitely make sure I'm going wrong. There we are. Okay, that's better. Turns out that I'm really used to going around counterclockwise. Did not really realise that. Oh no, that's bad. Let's from there. I need to keep going counterclockwise because there's no reason to learn to generalize to both directions here. Oh, lag spike. Bad time for a lag spike. This is not a boss fight I want to lag on. I wouldn't really want to lag on any of them, I guess. But I mean, this one, they can one-hit kill me. I believe after Kinga Hurl, I think MM12 looked this up last time I was doing a challenge and found that nothing can, after Kinga Hurl, I won't be one-hit killed by any enemies. By the way, that was my email going off. Okay. But yeah, so this is very much the interesting question for me, is what on earth do I do? Do I go for this research thing? Because, the thing is, if I go for the research thing, like, so, okay, where I currently stand is that if I go for the research thing, I don't want to miss out on education. Because, like, there's a lot of maths that I think I don't really know as much about as I would like. Okay, I'm playing this safe. Play this incredibly safe. But yeah, like, I studied, like, I know we've studied more maths than a lot of other physics courses that I've seen do. Like, I know physics courses that other friends have done, and, like, we definitely cover more maths in ours. But it's kind of, yeah, it's interesting because, like, I still don't feel I am confident enough. Like, I want to know more somewhat fundamental mathematics than I do know, I guess. Because, like, I don't know, it feels like there is this whole array of tools out there, which, like, most, or a lot, I hesitate to say most, sorry, that's all set my emails. I feel like, yeah, most of my, yeah, most, no, I don't want to use most, but a lot of physicists, like, aren't aware, I think, of the full mathematical toolbox, and I know what that like we have available to us, and it's kind of interesting because, like, I mean, a large thing that fueled mathematical development was like solving real world problems, and I mean, like, there's tons of really interesting maths which is really applicable to like lots of problems I spend time solving. Yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. It's so yeah, like that's something I want to. Oh yeah, I should smash these actually. But yeah, so that's something like I want to know more about, but I know I'm probably never going to get taught another mathematics course unless I really go out of my way with a particular university to like attend seminars. Like whilst I'm a researcher. And like honestly, I think that'd be a good idea, and I would honestly quite like to do that, to just go to some math seminars of like whichever university I'm at. Okay, that's quite funny that I only just got Smashing Success 1. That is Smash 20 Smashables, since of course enemies don't count as Smashables. But if we go here, go into battle, see where I am on the Smash 'em all achievement. Oh. I don't know if this is... I actually know that the counter should be accurate, despite the fact I gave myself the achievement. So yeah, yeah, you can see I've smashed 1,000... I've smashed nearly 2,000 enemies, 1,900 enemies. And yet, I only just smashed 20 Smashables. And stun locking evidently does work because we can do that. Okay, shoot, which side do I want to be? I think I'm going to start this side, and I'm just going to... I really should have quick-circled up. So I'm just going to run here. Gonna hope I don't aggro too many things. It's annoying. Really would like to be taking these on one at a time. Not. Okay, so yeah, to be clear, I have not made it past this round yet. Am I just going to be attracting more and more enemies? Okay, no, so if I stay this far out... Okay, this might be a strat, actually. Can I lose aggro on all of those enemies? No, they're still chasing me. Okay. I don't really have much choice then, I don't think. It's annoying. Okay. And here the great safing begins. Just run in circles, lunge attack, or kick attack rather. Jump attack, that's the word I'm going for. Repeatedly heal up. I need to take out these as well, so let's do that. I know I'm aggroing more of these guys. Which is not great, but I don't really see an alternative. I need to get rid of those mechs. Okay, there we are. Mechs are down. I now have just a ton of these guys. Who, in theory, it should be easy to take out. Actually, you know what? Given I've aggroed basically everything in the centre, it makes sense to just lure things back over here, because at least here I'm far more confident. I've got more room to move. I'm far more confident in my ability to fight, and I should treat this as though it's Murgle Blotch. a slightly less dangerous Murgle blotch, but not that much less dangerous. No, 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 no. Oh, that was too close. That was way too close. I'm very, very lucky these guys are very slow. Because when you ground pound, you get stun locked, and I was stun locked there. And had more of them hit me, I would have been permanently stun locked. Actually, can I just bring these guys all down to here? This might make it even easier to fight them, because it means they won't be floating up. Oh, hello. It's a guy over here. I could learn to go the other direction, but no. Actually, I'm not really going to get these guys back on the ground completely, because I'm jumping and they'll pathfind me whilst I'm in the air. So yeah, we're completely off the topic of Masters programs, and more just on Ninja really, really needs to concentrate. Because, yeah, if I can do these, I should be able to beat the Admirals. Because I should be able to aggro those one at a time. And then we will be as far as we've ever gotten. Well, as far as we've ever gotten. Further than we've ever gotten. We are currently. I'd currently argue this is more progress into this round than I have ever made. But obviously it doesn't count until I actually reach a new rank. Not rank, new rounds number. I keep saying rank, and I don't mean rank. I mean, I say rank, I think, because that's what comes up in the top right, but probably isn't the most apt description I could go for. Anyway, nearly there. I could full send, but I won't do that until we... Maybe until... I know, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Because they do... Actually, they can't one-hit me. Let's go for it. Yeah, there we are. Whew. Well, that was fairly stressful. Okay, now where's the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got two Admirals. One here, one here. I could, in theory, try and keep two stun locked at once. And with Admirals, it might be possible. Just because of the way their attacks work, but there's literally no reason I would try and do that. At least none that I can foresee. But yeah, if I can pull this off, if I can pull off this one Admiral, this is a record. And I mean, to my knowledge, like, no one's ever gotten this far. Like, okay, maybe someone did in live. I really don't think anyone ever tried doing stuff like this in live. But someone could have done, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to run around the back here. I'm going to hope. Actually, I'm going to run midway between here, and I'm probably dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Oh. Okay. This side is I just need to ensure, I need to really, really work on ensuring that by the end of any round, I'm over on this side. Okay, I can save these guys. Appears we don't have any mechs, which is good. It appears that instead we have spiderlings, which is not good, but easier to manage. Honestly, it's easier to manage lots of pirates, and as long as the spiderlings, as long as they're not in a position where I have to be fighting multiple at once, it should be good. So in theory, I can do stuff like this, yeah. In theory, like one or two. Strongly pirate shouldn't be too bad. Okay. We have never been on this round before, so I don't really know too much what to expect. Okay, we got some pirates. Got some spiderlings. The issue is, those two spiderlings, I think, won't de-aggro from me over here. I think that's probably still close enough. So it might be difficult to de-aggro both of them at once. Which means I should be careful to ensure... Oh, there are more. Okay, this is... I don't know how I'm going to handle this. There's at least, what, 5 spiderlings? One there. One there, one there. One around there, and we have one on the other side. Okay, 4 spiderlings. How on earth am I going to pull this off? Okay, that one... As long as I do the fairly linear strategy, that one should be. Okay. Okay, as long as I run on the outside, those guys can't see me. If I aggro them, we will have problems, but as long as I remain here, they should never see me. What I'm going to try and do is first off, pick off these guys, then I think I'm going to target that spiderling first. Once I've got that spiderling, I'll have a lot more room to move. I think that's the plan. Let's get this guy. There we are. Oh, no, we do have 5 spiderlings. Okay. Well, I'm glad we got the spiderling strategies going. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for me to completely choke this? Oh no, I can be big-brained here. Let's do this. This is the one place on the... Oh no, this may have been small-brained. I need to be really careful, because the gradients here may screw things up. We'll go for a long range. That's good. No, I'm gonna come back over here for this and just really hope I don't aggro that guy. As long as I fight on, like, this terrain, I should be fine. Okay, let's go. That was arguably very stupid, but yeah, no, that was just very stupid. But okay, we got that. This gives me room to move now. That was, I think, the hardest spiderling, probably. I'm now going to go and try and clear out these guys, and I'll probably move to that spiderling. This is kind of, if I wanted a place to get nerves, this would be it. This is a very, very good place to get nerves, because this is fighting enemies that I know I can beat in theory, but fighting multiple of them and needing to be very, very consistent. And more importantly, this is on a... Oh, wait, where are the remaining enemies? Probably around the back. Okay, am I ready for this? Oh, I don't want to aggro that guy. No, okay. I really, really, really don't want any surprises in this fight, so yeah, I'm going to gain aggro on this guy. And just get rid of him quickly. Make sure I don't aggro you. Really, really scared, in case you can't tell. This is interesting. Okay, let's go. This is where this is why I came up with the strats. Off. And I'm just going to turn and run there. That was possibly a bad decision, actually. Turning and running forced it to shoot me, and had I right-clicked, I think I would have died. Okay. We've got 3 enemies remaining, all of them spiderlings. Let's go. Actually, no, let's take you out first, I think. This is so nerve-wracking. I really cannot describe how stressful I'm finding this right now. Let's get back, heal up. So yeah, probably too much of a run back, but it's fine. Interesting, that's not where I want you to be right now in your cycle. Heal up. There we are. Going for the attack. Okay, good. That's what I was looking for. Correct. Cycle. Heal. And then... I ran away too quickly, I think. Yeah. It's fine. I'm just going to heal up. That looks like... Yeah. This looks like a full send. Alright. Next on, take this guy out. Just going to bait it further over here. I mean, my strategy should naturally pull it over here, but baiting it out intentionally won't hurt. I panicked there. I panicked, but did that too late for the panic to even work. Ooh, that was close. Oh, interesting. Don't know what's happened here. I don't like the fact that I'm fighting in this direction. There we are. Okay, one to go. One to go. This strategy is coming in so clutch. Like, I don't think with the strategy I had in the very, very early game, I would have been able to beat these guys. Not reliably enough, I don't think. Oh, rip that. Okay, go for that attack, that's good. Can start on the loop. And here we are. Okay, quickly make my way over to the safe spot. Or at least about as safe a spot as I can think of. Just check nothing's spawning here. Okay, that's good. Alright, so what do we have? Okay, first off, got a couple of mechs coming my way from there. Should be able to take this guy out fairly easily. Maybe spotted by... Okay, it's fine. What? Did that... Oh no. That's really bad. Okay. Let's hope that was a one-off. Because if that's not a one-off, we've got problems. So what just happened there was I smashed that, and it came back with 1 health, which suggests that the server did not register my final attack. If that happens with a spiderling, the spiderling attacks me in the meantime, I am dead. There is literally nothing I can do. So I'm just going to hope that doesn't happen, more or less. Let's get this guy. Let's just... Okay. Got an Admiral. We've got a pirate. Got another pirate down there, which I can also go for. But yeah, I'm really glad. It seems like they are relying on mechs less and less to add to the difficulty, and as long as I can still move around here, I think I'm in a relatively good position. Let's aggro you. As long as I still have this relatively safe bit of land, I think I'm happy with all of the enemies they're sending out at the moment. Doesn't mean I'm happy with all of the enemies. What I should do... Honestly, let's do this now. This is gonna ruin any potential time even more, but I don't really care about that. What I want to do is just... Okay, great. Can only find the Avant-Garde and Survival Spiderlings. It's a little bit annoying. So what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to quickly look up on a bot. I forget what this bot can do, but I'm going to try and just find quickly how, slash enemy, maybe? Enemy. Okay, there we are. Enemy Dark Spiderling. I guess 3. Dark Spiderling, okay. What do we have? We've got Muffet Bane, Elite Dark Spiderling Invader. Let's see what the, No, okay. Muffet Bane will one-hit kill me. Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. It means I need to run off if I ever see the charge up. I should, in theory, be able to dodge that, but that will be very difficult. Okay, what other Spiderlings do we have? Got, like, Dark Spiderling Invaders, Elite Dark Spiderlings. I think both probably appear. Oh, sorry, I may have got the wrong one. Sorry, I think I did get the wrong one. Which is it? Is it Muffet Bane or Whack Blido? Oh. Oh, yay. Well, that's worse. The Nimbus Station Instance Dark Spiderling boss deals 7 damage. Great. Well, I mean, it's not actually worse. It one-hit kills me regardless. So, okay. That's good to know. So, ideally... So, yes, I am literally just checking this, but I feel this is information I kind of need to have. I'm going to check the survival Spiderlings. Okay, they are similarly powerful, actually. Okay, the level 3 survival Spiderlings, this is not for this instance, but I don't off the top of my head know how to get them in this instance. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Okay, yeah. We have Elite Dark Spiderlings to deal with. I'm being now teased that it's hard to guess what I'm currently doing. Okay, so the hardest Spiderlings I will face will deal 3 damage on a melee attack. Okay. It's more or less what I need to know. I don't want to face them, but if I do, it's good to know that. So my standard strat basically won't work. I will have to adapt. Okay, I got rid of that guy. Okay, so I can now get the Admiral. I want to move him quite a ways. Oh, no. That's going to be a problem. Great. Okay, let's see if I can just go the other way around. See what enemies are, because I've basically got 2 options. I can start making my way in either direction. That guy over there. This guy here. Okay, so it makes sense to bring this guy up over here, then take the fight. No, actually, let's bring this guy up over here, then just de-aggro. I think I can get far enough to de-aggro. Yep, there we are. Okay. Okay, that's alright. Now I need to pick and choose what I do aggro, so let's first off get you. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yes, I apologize for spending, like, a good few minutes of this video literally just doing stuff off screen, or off the screen of the video at any rate. Just looking up stats of stuff, but I felt like that was probably a good idea. Far better that I'd be... Okay, how backed up into a corner am I here? Oh, okay. This is... So we've got a Hammer Hurl Strongling here. I don't know how much damage they do. Don't really want to find out. I'm going to quickly take this one out, and then I'm going to look that up. The hammer hurl. Hammer hurl stromling. Okay, I don't know. There are two it could be. I think that... Did that range attack deal 1 or 2 damage? I forget. Oh, okay, so that wasn't the right one. Hammer hurl. So we're going to go for the second one. And that one deals... Okay. The melee attack deals 3 damage. The projectile attack deals 1 damage and has a huge cooldown. Alright. So those aren't too... That's not too much of a buff. Okay, let's take out this guy then. Let's pick this battleground. To be a little bit careful, because I don't like the... Oh, okay, we're doing this. Not a huge fan of you changing up your attack pattern. Far more like it when I know exactly what you're going to do. But that did... I'm probably dead. No, I'm not. Okay, good. I did time that well enough. I need to keep backing up. Dearly. Back there we are. Okay, this works, this works. Should be able to smash it next loop. I could have probably... Actually, no, backing off was the right decision. Okay. Okay, good. We're slowly clearing this out. This is so stressful. If the fact that I said that multiple times hadn't already given that away. No. I need to remain backed off. Yeah, there we are. Honestly, this is probably a little bit of a good habit to get into heal. Because I won't be able to do these same strats with... This is like happening because I got out of the cycle I wanted to be in. But it's, yeah, probably good because the same strategies I've been relying on won't work once we get to Elite Dark Spiderlings. Speaking of which, I need to keep an eye out for that because I wasn't paying attention to the name of this and I don't recall there being visual differences. So you're gonna do that for 1 damage, and you won't do that for another 9 seconds, so the fight will progress as normal, except you more or less just have less health. I think it is 5 health, maybe? I could check, but it's not a stat I really need. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, this is... I'm on less health than I'd like to be, but there we are. Okay. I hate this so much. This really is just racking every nerve I have, because now, like, I've spent so much time on this run, I don't want it to end. I know it will, eventually. Honestly, it'll probably eventually end when the first thing spawns in that west corner. And I get completely caught off guard by that. But then again, I did get a spiderling literally spawned on top of me last round, and I did make it out of there alive, so... Maybe even if that does happen, there'll still be a hope. Where's the one remaining enemy? Don't like being unable to see one enemy. Oh. No, it was the one I was fighting. Okay. I don't know if that was a good strategy, running past it, or running it in range and running out of range. Like, in theory, in theory, it should knock me back before dealing the damage, but I do not trust it to. So I may die to one of these guys, because I haven't really, because these are far enough in that I haven't really had time to work out strats for them. As long as I can do something like that, where I remain very far off for basically the whole time, then I should be good. Okay, oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Why did I not buy Quicksicles? 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 Am I safe? What if I aggroed? Why don't I see anything? Oh, okay. Okay, we've got... Okay, we've got no spiderlings, which is good. We've got no hammerhole stromlings as far as I can see. When I said I couldn't see anything, I meant I couldn't really see much inside the circle. But that's because actually there was nothing large inside the circle to see, which is good. Got a lot of relatively low tier enemies. That's fine. It's fine. The admirals scare me a lot because I know they do have the power to end a run, but ideally they won't. Like, in theory, as long as, like, the highest risk to me from an admiral at the moment is that I get jumped by one. Another really nice part at the moment, or a nice thing to think about at the moment, is the fact that I'm more or less... I'm in a good mindset at the moment for this challenge because I'm far enough that I don't want to risk anything if I don't have to. You can see that in like the way I'm moving around the map and being very, very, very careful to aggro only the thing I want to aggro at any point in time. But yeah, I feel like my greatest risk now is that, like, at the start of a round, an Admiral will spawn, like, basically on top of me. And I'll die to that. Doing something like that seems a fairly good strategy. I arguably could have come at the Admiral a little bit more from behind, just to be a little bit safer, but... Okay. Get those. We've got Admiral there. But nothing else I need to worry about aggroing. I can't believe how many early game, like the ratio... Great, okay, I'm not going to fight you first off. I think I'm going to cover it from the other side. Yeah, I like how many early game runs it's taken to get me this late game. But, like, the number of rounds I've made in, like, one go is pretty large. Well, I guess this was kind of what happened with the run that got me to Merkel Blotch originally. I don't like this because I'm a little bit more constricted for motion, but I should just be able to do that. There we are. Nice. Because, yeah, the run that got me to Merkel Blotch originally was I think the first time I made it past the double hammer, wave 5, basically. And I got all the way to wave... I beat wave 9. I go all the way to wave 10 on that run. Okay, I also need to take a look at where the remaining enemies are. I think that I left one. No, okay, I left one there. That's all right, okay. So I want to take that in this order. Because I want to be able to make sure I can get to my safe zone as quickly as possible. At the end of this, so I'm going to try and aggro this guy as far over here as I possibly can. Okay, and that strategy's working pretty consistently for taking out admirals. And this gets me very much where I want to be. So let's go. Yeah, there we are. Easy. Easy! First try. First try. Oh, okay. Wave 14, so it's... Okay, got incoming mechs. Remain primarily on the outside. I will aggro a couple of these guys, but that should be alright. I don't want to aggro too many of them. Maybe I'll fight... Okay, let's keep healing up. What there is a risk of here is that just by attrition I lose lives and I don't notice. Like, it's not that I get stuck and lose a ton of lives in one go. It's that just, yeah, slowly the damage builds up and I don't notice. And so I don't go defensive like I am now. Because, like this, I'm pretty safe. Like, running back and forth, I'm more or less about as safe as I can be. I should also be aware of when, like, strongly mech invaders appear. Because, careful. Okay. That's something you can do. Okay, something else was... Okay, so I aggroed another mech, but I de-aggroed it. Okay. It's alright. Let's just finish off this guy. Finish off you. Okay, and so this is the initial rush. This is the one thing I really have to react to. Everything else I can now more or less control. I will probably have to handle a couple of enemies at once here, but I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, there we are. Got 3. Let's see if I can quickly take these out in order. Okay, not quite, but good progress made, and I can probably do something like this. There we are. Right, going well, going well. So do I want to keep pushing my way around here? Let's go for the... Yeah, so running perpendicular is more or less the safest thing you can do. I guess technically running, if you knew... What just hit me? What hit me? Okay, mech, that's fine. I mean, I guess I kind of knew it wasn't anything much more serious by the fact that I was still alive, but I don't like the fact that something hit me without me noticing in advance. That's kind of scary. Like, I saw my health go down and I didn't know what had caused it. And, like, the only thing that's keeping me alive now is the fact that I know exactly what the enemies are going to be doing. I also was not planning to play this late. But there's 0 chance I'm killing this run. Admiral's 15 health, I don't remember. I think they are. I should be able to aggro, yeah. Aggro that guy, then take out the Admiral. Yeah, so this is a relatively easy round. Honestly, I feel like a lot of these rounds, as long as I'm quite careful, are relatively easy. Like, I've got the strats, and honestly, this has been brilliant practice for keeping the strats going. Running range, that should be safe enough, yeah. I'm getting a good sense of where the ranges are on these guys as well, which is very good information to have. This is going to be a problem. Oh no, I know what I need to do, and I do not like it. I need to fight the Stromling Admiral whilst I've got the pirate aggroed, without smashing the pirate. which means and if it goes wrong, the Admiral shoots me. Okay, and this looks like it should be reasonable. And the reason I need to do this is so that I can make my way back over here. Because this guy will follow me at least this far before losing aggro. And that means I can get back in my safe corner. I am so going to be... I'm, like, going to die so quickly the first time something spawns in this side. Is this Kinga Hurl? Okay, I have no strategies for this. Let's look up enemy stats. Kinga Hurl. I think it is... I think this is Kinga Hurl. It should say in the enemy description. NSI Stromling 8 boss. Both attacks will smash me. And I don't know how I'm going to do this. And this may be where the run ends. Okay, let's get some sense of the attacks. So I do have strategies for taking out Stromling Apes. But I want to get a sense of... how it's going to attack. Okay, it's not doing both attacks simultaneously, which is good. That's something I can work with. Okay, I'm just going to safe this completely. Okay, it seems like I can work with this. This is going to take absolutely ages. Run, run, run. Move towards me. Okay. Okay, this gives me some sense of what I can get away with. Should be able to get away with that. Could have gone away with more there, honestly. So, what's the big issue with all of this? It's that quick build right there. I don't have enough imagination to build that quick build. I could stock up on a ton of Notion Potions in advance. But the issue is, every time I get this guy down to a relatively low amount of health, he's gonna fall asleep for a little while, then recharge all of his armor, which I'll have to get through again. Which means that he effectively has many, many, many times more armor than the number of actual hit points he has, because he'll just regen. How much health is it? How much health? Much imagination. 15. Alright. Do I gem add item myself? Some stuff to let me build. The issue is I also don't know what the live accurate spawning is for this. I don't know if this should have spawned by now. But yeah, let's just be clear. Look at how slowly I am dealing damage here. And this is going fairly... Like, I'm not going perfectly efficiently, but I'm definitely not pure safing it. Like, per loop, I'm dealing 15 damage. I mean, honestly, this is going a lot better than it could have gone. So, like, I'm glad for that. Like, I could have been dead by now. But there is literally still a fairly high chance that the server could just randomly decide, hey, actually, you know what? No. Sorry, I panicked there. We're not going to update your position. You're going to have a little bit of lag, and that will smash you. Okay, so 3 combos, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had time for 8 combos. And he's refilled halfway. You can see why I am very, 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 very unhappy with this. Because 8 combos, that's 24 damage. I mean, more importantly, you can see how little damage that is. No, I could be dead. Oh, that was close. Like, I'm getting faster, I'm getting better. I know I can risk it a little bit more like there. Honestly, I could have risked it even more, I think. But that's not enough to take this down efficiently. Half armor is a lot of armor to regenerate each time. I'm not counting. I'm just going to run away, just to be safe. See, it seems like I can get 4 combos off before the rock throw. That's relatively tight. This one's quite safe. 2, 3, 4. Then I have to run more or less right away. And then this combo. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, no, I'm seeing that. That health didn't go up back. Okay. Okay, there's hope, there's hope. His health did not go up as far again. So, as long as I am very, very, very consistent, and I cannot stress to you enough how hard it's going to be to, like, do this without making mistakes. Because, like, it's a single mistake will end this. Or even just a bit of lag could end this. The server not updating my position quickly enough could end this. I'm actually going to unplug my computer from the power, because that sometimes causes lag. I'm not paying enough attention, so I'm just going to back off. Okay. Turning my computer brightness up to full, hopefully. If I run out of power, I'm going to be incredibly annoyed, but there is no reason I should do. The upside is if I can confirm how live accurate these things are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, back off. Yeah, if I can confirm how live accurate the spawning of the anchor is, 2. Then I can get a good sense of whether or not I should use and abuse that. Also, this seems like the amount of health King of Hurl regenerates is going down fairly. It looks like it's going down 1 over n. Which is not... Oh, interesting. Has he reached a different phase? Because he's attacking more, because it's not attacking that much before. Okay, so I can do this. This is going to be incredibly tedious. But it's becoming less so. It's becoming less so. That's the good news. They almost just kept attacking there. Like, that, like, it's literally the slip of the mind causing me to keep attacking. Which could end this. Interesting. Oh no, I know what's happening. I'm staying close for long enough that he begins preparing for his next attack. And if I'm close enough within that time, that next attack will be a ground pound. Okay, that's something I can exploit. I think that's what's happening anyway. Seems to be. That was closer than I would have liked. But yeah, and we're very much going to get diminishing returns coming up quite soon. By the way, if I've misjudged the AI on this, because this is me coming at this for the first time, if I've misjudged the AI on this slightly, then King of Hurl will throw a boulder at me and will smash me. That's if I am slightly wrong on my assumptions based on a minute or so fighting this guy. Or I could just do that and nearly die. And die. Well, that's me done for the night. I mean, yeah, you can. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed I lost to that, but honestly, such a good run. Can't be that annoyed. Yeah, we got the. We got to King of Hurl. We got a strategy for King of Hurl. After King of Hurl, I mean, yeah, that was an hour-long run. After King of Hurl, it's Ronin. I do not know how I'm going to face those, but the upside is I know that actually a lot of the rounds are fairly easy if I save them. And I know the strategies are working well. I've done some good practice with them, so that's pretty good. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been NinjaValue. I will see you around.